Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, it's officially back. Welcome to Football Friday Night Blitz. I'm Zach Ruston, joined with Ayanna Bronner and Jeremy Bryant. Jam-packed week for us, week one for us. Did not disappoint, did it?
It didn't. It was much needed.
It wasn't. It was to week one. I've been ready for this. So, already we got game of the week. Wiseman versus Bastrop. It don't get any better than that. Family reunion. Let's get into it. Wiseman versus Bastrop. Let's head on down to Bastrop, where the Rams were taking on the Wiseman Wildcats, and you just gotta love a family reunion. Trey Mason facing his former team in week one. Actually, it does get better than that, because the Rams start out on offense. Dylan Downs is going to run out the pocket about some time and find that bad man, Trey Mason, before being pushed out. And he said, yeah, first down. Y'all know what I do. Few drives later in the red zone, Wildcat defense biting back, brings Downs down for the big-time sack. Next play, though, rolling out to his right, and you know who he's looking for. Flings it to Trey Mason again on fourth down, and that is a Rams first down. He said, move them chains. Rams knocking on the doorstep. Downs on the keeper, plunges his way into the end zone for the opening score of the game, and he came right over to introduce himself. He said, my name is Him. Nice to meet you. Rams offense beginning to get it rolling, and off the handoff, Dylan Dorsey rolling into the deep after the burst through the gap. Took off for a long run down the field. Can he make it? He doesn't. He's going to get brought down inside the red zone. He had to come to sideline. He had to take a breather. But you could do that when your quarterback is Dylan Downs as your quarterback. He crosses the goal line once more to put the Rams up 16-0. Rams begin to get sloppy. Mishandled the punt. Wildcats pounce on it in the red zone to pick up 6 on the board. Getting testy now. It was a defensive battle through and through. Wildcats try to hand it off, but it's hounded by a bunch of baby blue jerseys, and the Rams take that victory 16-8. Send the Wildcats back home packing in a bad mood, and Dylan Downs would be given the MVP of the game.
All right, let's jump into Bearcat country, where the #1 team in the state is about to tango with Arcadian. Ruston wins the coin toss and chooses to receive, so they get straight to business with Dylan Brooks slipping through the defense for a first down. Next up, we're talking QB heroics. Josh Brantley spots a wide open Ahmad Hudson and connects for a nice gain. Brantley's in the zone, quickly tossing it back to Hudson, who makes it look easy, scoring the first touchdown of the night for Ruston. Extra point, good. And check out that beautiful sky. Okay, back to the action. The Wrecking Rams couldn't do much with their drive, so let's fast forward to Ruston's next turn. Brantley calls his own number and walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Extra point, you know it's good. Bearcats now lead 14-0. Acadian finally makes some noise with their run game, putting them in prime field position. Jonah Gunther rumbles through for Arcadian's first touchdown of the night. Extra point, good. Ruston switches gears from running to passing, and Brantley flings a quick one to tight end Colin Clark for some nice yards. Then Brantley drops a perfect pass to Jordan Parker, and bam, another Bearcat touchdown. Extra point, good. Despite a game full of penalties, Ruston wins at 35-27.
All right, all eyes will go to Evangel down there playing Neville. Pop Houston as the Eagles play host to the Tigers. They pick it up. We're gonna get that back for you real quick. 1 second, and we're gonna. Here we go. We got it. All eyes on Pop Houston as the Eagles play host to the Neville Tigers. Pick up third quarter. Tigers with a 28-17 lead, and adding Jalen Nichols from a yard out. Now, we're gonna. I'm sorry about this, y'all. We're gonna keep going as we
head to West Monroe now. The Rebels looking to open up their season with a big win over Huntington. We're going to see Christian Pawnee with a 30-yard touchdown run, but the offensive holding call on the play would bring this thing back. You hate to see it, but you know what? Pawnee would not slow down. He picks up a first down again. This is a strong run, and just tough to bring down. And then we're going to go to Renaldrick Miles. Yeah, go to the beast himself. He's going to pick up another first down, another good pickup right there. And then you know what? You got it going. Let him go ahead and score it in. West Monroe gets on the board on this play right here. The Rebels go for 2. They're going to go with the pitch to Braxton May. makes it 8-0 Rebels at that point. Now, the host of Rebels quarterback sacked for Huntington, get the sack for Huntington for a 4-yard loss, and you love it when your defense can bring that kind of pressure to the QB. Yeah, just take him down if you can. But you know what? A touchdown pass to Trez Davis, that West Monroe offense not slowing up a bit. And then it would make it 15-0 Rebels lead in the first quarter. They roll in this game, not giving a chance to Huntington. 40-7, your final in that one.
All right, Jeremy Wilburn makes his debut as the Captain Shreve head coach where the Gators take on Ouachita. First quarter, Lions ball first. Monroe Connor, here comes pressure. He escapes, he's on the move, throws a dart to Senetica Battle, and he gets the speed up the sidelines and right to the end zone. Union up first, 6-0. Same quarter, Lions punting the ball. Chandler Boyd on the return. He dodges the defender in another one. He breaks free. All gas, no brakes. To the house, what a play. Gators get on the board at a good 2-point conversion, and they take over 8-6 in the first quarter. Wilburn made his presence known as the Gators win in a close game 29-27 over the Lions.
And we head over to Sterlington now, and yeah, those Panthers are ready to rock and roll. Already up 7-0. J. Rob Breen calls his own number on the QB sneak and sneaks it in for the score, makes it 14-0 for the black and blue right there. The defense makes some plays. DJ Birch, he's going to stuff this jet sweep right here. Yeah, he's not having none of that either. That defense is locking it down right there. Now check out the open field tackling from David Hickman. Yeah, he's not letting anybody by him either. Connor Justice there just to make sure things are cleaned up nicely in this one. The Indians would inch closer, and Travis Adams, yeah, he would eventually drive in for the score in this one, make it 14-7 Panthers. However, Sterlington hangs on and gets the win, 28-13, your final in that one.
All right, I guess we can go ahead and head down there to Carwell. OCS starting out on 4th down near the goal line, right at the top of the game. Attempting the field goal. It's no good, not a good start for the Eagles. Carwell, ball now. Quarterback Joe Sutherland makes a meaty 22-yard pass to Xavier Brown for the first down. Move them chains. The drive was stalled out after that. OCS ball in the second quarter. Luke Vadrine showing off that electric arm as usual. That will put them closer to the end zone. First down, OCS, and striking distance. OCS at the 2-yard line, and you know who to give it to. Luke Vadrine pushes his way to the Caldwell defense, makes a leap of faith into the end zone for the first score, 7-0. OCS kicking off the ball in all chaos. You're about to see it in a minute. OCS manages to recover that ball on the 40-yard line. That is a first down for the Eagles, and they're just going to keep rolling. Next play for the Eagles, Luke Vadrine lobbing another ball to Mr. You know his name, Mr. Make It Look Easy, Making Leonard takes it off the helmet of Caldwell, Xavier Brown. First down, Eagles. We don't need to see the rest of this. You know who won. OCS takes this victory 42-0 in an easy Week 1 win.
And yes, we're just getting started with this first half of the show. Hey, the football games were good. A lot of really good games tonight, but we're just getting started. We're going to have more coming your way after the break. Stay right here with us on Football Friday Night Extra.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Monroe Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
All right, let's head on down to Oak Grove and Calvary. State champion versus state champion. Calvary throw it with Abram Wardell, and can he run it with this guy, Texas commit James Simon, taking it on Oak Grove to open the season. First position, James Simon, Bradley Jackson Burney gets the loss. Sorry, y'all. First down, first position. But Calvary now, they give the ball to Simon a lot. Big first down here to keep the drive going. Then a few plays later, Abram Wardell to Brent Bigelow. He finds the end zone. Calvary takes the 7-0 lead. Early second quarter, more from the Cavs. Wardell to Kobe Tom. You know he's going to LA Tech in the corner of the end zone. Calvary took a 14-0 lead. Oak Grove, stand up. Let's go. Oak Grove quarterback in the first quarter. That would be all she wrote for Oak Grove. Takes that victory, I guess.
All right, now we are going to Union in the first quarter. Number 9 quarterback Brandon Patterson throws a bomb downfield to number 2 wide receiver Chase Meeking for a first and goal. The Farmers were running in for a touchdown. Now it's time for the Griffins to go downfield as quarterback Luke Delafield throws a bullet downfield to Cole Corey for a Griffins first down. Then the very next play, Delafield would hand it off to Kenny Thomas, but he would fumble, and at the end, the Griffins would recover the fumble for a touchdown. In the second quarter, Delafield would throw for another touchdown to Chaz Martinez. NDHS would secure the victory 33-21 over Union.
And we head over to West Ouachita now. They were playing host to Richwood, and the Chiefs were not playing around in this one. In the second quarter, it's already 35-0. Matthew Lee is going to find Eli Cobb for the Chiefs, and that's a first down for West Ouachita. Spence Merritt with the quarterback keeper now. He's going to pick up the first down. I believe that is Sam Ozark right there for West Ouachita, and that's going to lead to a CJ Barr rumble in for the score. West Ouachita continues to extend their lead, and the student section is absolutely loving it right here. Next Chiefs possession, they're going to go back to the air. Ozark with a dime right here, and that's going to be first down yardage. You know what? That's going to set up our guy MJ Owens for a Chiefs touchdown. 49-0 in the third quarter in this one. And as we see this score, we can see this thing shakes out. 49-6, your final. West Ouachita a winner in this one. And now we do some 8-man football. River Oaks finally got a chance to see them in action. Heard a lot about this team. Heard they outscored their opponents 172-70. Had to see it for myself. Opening kickoff. Onside kick is going to be recovered by the Mustangs, and that's going to set them up in fantastic field position. And they're going to get things going with John David Green. And man, this kid runs the football extremely hard. Just look at him lower the shoulder and fight for those extra yards. That's first down yardage right there. And then they go to Caden Raymer. Yeah, and he's a little bit of the wiggle back right here. He's going to find some space and pick up yet another first down. That's going to set up Lantavius Murphy on the quarterback keeper from inside the 5-yard line. And yeah, he's just too strong, and you're not going to stop him. He gets in for the score right there. It's 7-0 Mustangs early in this one. But he's not done just yet. After a fourth down stand by the defense, Murphy again going to call his own number, 57 yards to the house. Tell you what, River Oaks, they're all the hype you hear. 50-0 over Claiborne Academy in this one. And yes, again, week one, it's been some good games. You know, we've seen some teams stand out, but we got some even better games coming up here in just a bit. So don't go anywhere. Stay right with us. We'll have more highlights coming your way after the break.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero, the injury attorneys, Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
All right, we're going to start out with Karr and Parkway, the new head coach in town for Karr. Karr punting it off to Parkway now. Going to catch that one. Oh, bobbled it a little bit. Going to keep going, trucking down the sidelines. Going to keep going before being pushed out of bounds on that one. It's going to set them up pretty nicely now in the red zone. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to go down there. Trying to kick the toes in and get in for the touchdown. Mark up 6 on the board. They got the ball back. A little trickery this time. Going to handle it off. Down the sideline again. Come on, y'all. Somebody tackle. Get him out in the red zone in striking distance and quick as ever. Right into that end zone, across the goal line. He said, put 6 on that board. Karr, are you ready? Let's stand up. Let's get a little intensely now. You making sure everybody knows I just scored. Mama, you know I scored out here. You know I did. Parkway is going to take this victory, and they going to take the week 1-0. Starting with week 1-0. Karr, going to do a little work before they hit next week.
All right, we're looking at Cedar Creek Delhi now. Delhi Charter, I should say. And now the Gators leading Cedar Creek 22-0 in the second quarter. I tell you what, this game was intense, back and forth in this one. Delhi Charter, that defense looking pretty good. But Cedar Creek looking to get something going in this game and just not finding much going on. But I tell you what, you looked at a score in this one. Delhi Charter put up 40 points, shut out the Cougars in this one. This is at 40-0 your final in that one. And Lincoln Prep taking on Darbon Woods in this one. Yeah, we're going to see some good football. Timberwolves hosting Lincoln Prep Panthers. Timberwolves bringing the heat tonight. Number 4, Dalton Albritton takes the snap and takes it outside into the end zone for a Timberwolves touchdown. Timberwolves missed the extra point. We go to the second quarter. Albritton again with another QB sweep for a TD. And yeah, he's going to be fired up on the back end of this thing as he should be. He's his second touchdown tonight. What a great start from him. Lincoln Prep, though, that defense, yeah, they're trying to do some good things. They forced a fumble right here, but I tell you what, Darbon Woods, just too much in this game as they go on to get the win. 36-6, your final in that one.
All right, now to Delhi, the Bears home to Beekman Charter. Beekman Charter punting in their own red zone, and it is blocked. The Bears take it in for a touchdown. They missed the 2 points, but Beekman Charter punter with another crack at it. This time he takes it and runs with it and totally redeemed himself. Makes it to the Bears' 6-yard line. The running back for the Tigers punches it in for 6-yard extra point. No good. 6-6 at halftime. We were not able to get that final score for y'all, but it was 6-6 at halftime.
I tell you what, coming up next, we got a big rivalry game in Arkansas. El Dorado and Camden Fairview. We're going to have the highlights coming up after the break. Stick right here on Football Friday Night Extra.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero, the injury attorneys, Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
Now let's head over to a big rivalry game. This game was scoring back-to-back here in El Dorado for Camden Fairview. Coming down to the last seconds, both teams fighting hard on defense. Jeremy Samuel Cats touchdown, Jordan Elliott touchdown for Camden, AJ Gilmore Cats, and Teradon Forte for Camden. Jeremy Samuel again for the Cats, and Trent Haywood for Camden. All of these are for touchdowns, y'all. Sorry, and the Wildcats will ride it out the last 30 seconds to win 35-34.
And I'll tell you what, there was a lot of hype around this game. I was there. I got up at 3 a.m. to go with the band here at the Pep Rally, and that early in the morning, they were all excited about it. But yeah, what an incredible game it was. And you know, hey, this is week one. What a fun week one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to wrap things up for first week of Friday night football, Friday Night Extra. Keep it right here. We'll see you in the back here after the break.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Monroe Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
And yes, that's a wrap for week one of high school football. But we still have plenty of football coming up tomorrow. Starting with ULM, you know, obviously Brian Benton coming in 1-0, great start for the Warhawks. Bringing in, or welcoming in a tough UAB squad, Trenton Dilfer and company. They're going to come in and cause, you know, try to cause some trouble, but we'll have highlights of that game tomorrow. But that's not the only college football we have. We got some more great stuff, don't we?
Really absolutely do. Like talking about the ULM game, you know, they starting out 1-0 rather, you know, getting that first win under his belt, and now you face your former team in week two. It's got a little bit to ask for somebody, especially a team that's going to be as tough as they are, but it's definitely going to be a good sight. And also, like I said, we're going to have Grambling as well taking on Tuskegee. I've been seeing a little rumor they've been talking about Tuskegee with them stadium lights now.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, Grambling is entering this matchup 0-1, but they win against an FBS school, so hopefully they'll be better against Tuskegee. And it's a night game in the hole, and they haven't had a night game since Bethune-Cookman way back when. So I'm very interested to see how this game is going to go. Mickey Joseph, he's in his first year, so I think it'll be good.
I think it'll be a good start for them, you know, a swag rival or just a rival in general between those two schools, and also Mickey Joseph just getting on his belt in week one, trying to see what Grambling is going to look like this year. I think it's going to be very exciting.
I think it's going to be really good. And also, I think the big one for the state of Louisiana, LSU, obviously looking to bounce back from that week one loss to USC. Brian Kelly not happy with the performance. They have a chance to bounce back against Nicholls State. I think I watched the game last week. I said Garrett Nussmeier, he's the guy. I think there's some things to clean up, but I said he's the guy. I think they'll be all right. You know, just it's going to take some work, but it's a good bounce back game for him.
Yeah. I didn't really necessarily like that Brian Kelly kind of threw him under the bus a little bit because Nussmeier was doing his thing in that matchup, and I just think it had a lot to do with the offense and the defense just missing just little plays that they could have capitalized off.
You know who he should have been mad at? That defense. They the one that kept on allowing them to score points.
Exactly.
Go be mad at your defense, I'm telling you.
450 yards.
Like, and also, Harold Perkins, he has nothing to hang his head about. He played a great game, but I've been saying it for long. Put your best pass rusher on the line. He is not a coverage linebacker. Put him on the line. They will do well. I think they will be great going forward from now.
Well, I tell you what, that's it for us tonight. We're going to be right back here next week with awesome goodies, high school football goodies. For Ayana Brown and for Jeremy Brown, I'm Zach Richardson. We'll see you next week, everybody.